Sorry about that. So when we break it down, we end up with taking half of our b from right here. So this b right there, half of it would be positive 3, right? You see half of 6 is 3. And if I were to rewrite this square, it's x plus 3 squared. We're looking for, to complete the square, we're looking for vertex form. And I don't know if you remember it from Algebra 1, but it looks like this. It looks like that. So what we're looking for is, we're looking to have a perfect square trinomial right there, and then the difference here. This particular case is just x plus 3 squared. We don't have any excess, but we will have excess in different examples. And once we get it into totally factored form, like if we ended up with x plus 3 squared equals, well, it ended up being 0 in this case, we can just take the square root of both sides. Now, I'm going to give you a more difficult example of this because that one only ends up with x equals negative 3, which you can see was the correct answer that we got earlier. But I'm going to show you a more complex example right down here, actually number 8 from your worksheet. M squared minus 20m plus 17 equals negative 2. And then we'll talk about kind of what we're going to do from there to solve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to identify what my A is, what my B is, and really my C doesn't matter at this time, because I'm going to take B and divide it by 2. I'm going to take that negative 20 and I'm going to divide it by 2, which is going to give us negative 10. I'm going to take that number and I'm going to square it, which is always going to give us a positive number. So that's good, okay? So that's 100, which means that if I drew a picture of it like I drew earlier, I would need 100 ones to fill up that square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this. Okay, now this negative 10 is just like when I took 6 from up here and split it in half, and it's going to end up as positive